go ahead and take in a nice deep breath, noticing your belly rise and then fall as you breathe out, nice and slow, breathing in, and as you breathe out, allow your eyes to close and bring your attention to this moment. Be here with me, my voice, and with your breath, allowing each breath to continue to relax you more and more. And every time you breathe out, you're releasing any stress, any tension. As you breathe out, your stress and tension just melt away, and you find yourself going deeper and deeper down into the most amazing relaxation. And as you breathe in and breathe out, a wonderful calmness takes over, and you feel so peaceful as you go more and more into a wonderful state of relaxation. And you've decided that now it is time to go to sleep. So as you move around and get nice and cozy in your bed, just allow yourself to continue to relax. And all stress and tension and energy just melt away. And as you relax into sleep, your body will refresh itself. And as you sleep, you'll have the most incredible dreams, dreams of adventures and love. And when you awake, you will feel energized and refreshed and ready for your day, full of life, love, noticing all the abundance around you in all forms, filling up with gratitude, wonderment, and joy. So just allow yourself to relax and drift off to sleep. Every statement I say helps you relax more and more, so that you can sleep so wonderfully, so peacefully right now. So go ahead and begin the process of relaxing into the most amazing night's sleep. And I'll begin to say random statements. These statements are just for fun and to help you to continue to relax more and more as you go to sleep now. Soft blankets feel so good against my skin. I love to drink cold water and love taking hot baths. I remember this rhyme from when I was a little girl, and it always sticks with me now. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? I love mashed potatoes, don't you? And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be you. Laughter is so good for your soul. I love to laugh every day. I laugh when I play. I laugh when I dance. And I laugh when I watch stand-up. I enjoy wearing sunglasses when I go outside. They protect my eyes from the sun, and they make my walks or drives much more enjoyable. Sand between my toes feels like vacation, especially when it's soft warm sand. And then as I bury my toes, I can feel the cool of the sand below the warmth. And the different sensations feel so good. I've heard that our bodies are 75% water. And if that's true, it would benefit us to drink more water. I can only write as fast as I can write. I love when I'm painting and the way that the paint splatters. It always looks so pretty on the scratch paper that is protecting my table from the paint. I find painting to be very relaxing and a wonderful exercise to help let go of the idea of perfection. I love reading, and I've heard you can't judge a book by its cover. So remember that you are more interesting and wonderful than a book, and you cannot be judged by your cover. I learn more and more as I journey through this life that I am happy if I decide to be happy, and that I am the one who meets my needs and is responsible for my happiness. And also, I am only mad if I decide that the situation or circumstance can make me mad. I'm always intrigued how broccoli is like little cute trees without bark, and they taste really good, though I've never tasted a real tree or the bark of a tree, so I'm assuming that wouldn't be delicious. But I do enjoy broccoli. When I try to think of nothing, I think of everything. And when I return to my breath, I calm myself. Lately, I like to think to myself when I'm having trouble falling asleep. With my breath, I let my thoughts flow. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. And that's such a loving kindness teaching that I absolutely adore. And I wish for you to be happy, and I wish for you to be peaceful. Sometimes I wonder if vegans can eat fruit, leather, but then I'm just being facetious, because fruit leather is really only made of fruit. I've noticed that the softer the sheets, the better I sleep. I absolutely love being surrounded by soft things. One of the activities I enjoy most is walking, and this means I need to buy new shoes often so that I can keep my feet nice and healthy. And I wonder how many pairs of shoes would I go through if I walked the entire wall of China? I love enjoying a good dessert from time to time. I find pie to be incredibly yummy. I love pie. It's so good. It's hard to make sometimes, so I love it when someone is great at baking pie, and I love it even more when they share it. The last few years have really taught me that stepping on a Lego hurts really bad. So bad sometimes it even bruises my foot, and that bruise will last a couple of days until it heals. Do you enjoy the sun on your body? I love the feeling of the sun's warmth shining down on me. It's such a relaxing warmth, unless it's too hot, and then I want to sit under shade and still enjoy the beautiful day and all that the sun provides and allows me to see. It's so easy to sleep so peacefully, for me, for you, and you sleep so peacefully now. That's right. I find myself wondering, is being a ninja a cooler version of camouflage? Because I love sending letters and writing notes to my loved ones, I've discovered having a nice pen makes all the difference. So now I buy myself nice pens because I enjoy them so much. And receiving snail mail brings me smiles. How about for you? One of my favorite parts of the day is going to check the mail. I like it, and sometimes there's a surprise letter in there that makes my heart skip for joy because someone took the time to write me a note, and I appreciate it so much. One thing I've learned throughout my years is that music is such a wonderful way to connect with people. It can share so much about someone, and it's so fun to dance to bond with people over. Music speaks to my soul. I'm curious, does it speak to yours? And are you more into the lyrics or more into the beat or the sound of the music? Rainy days are relaxing days, unless you live in Portland, Germany, or anywhere else where it's raining a lot of the time. And then a rainy day is just another day. If you have to give things that are yours to others for them to like you, are they really your friend? Dogs are pretty cool. Cats are too. Actually, all animals are pretty amazing and so beautiful. Women don't have to have kids if they don't want to. And men can have emotions too. Life is so interesting, and you can meet so many people with so many different values, ideas, and opinions. Everyone is really quite interesting. I'm always bummed when my floss breaks and I have to get a new one. People don't want to be put in a box. Yet, we live in houses, and aren't houses just boxes? We could learn a thing or two from weeds. They are so resilient and have huge growth during storms. If you use a steak knife for butter, does it become a butter knife? It's important to blow on hot food before you eat it so it doesn't burn your tongue, because burning your tongue at the beginning of a meal is such a bummer because you can't taste your food for the rest of the meal, and that's sad. Isn't it interesting how candy can change the color of your tongue and wine can color your teeth? And then when you brush your teeth, it takes away the color. Many meals are a combination of some form of tomato, bread, and cheese. I think it's important for us to eat a variety, to make sure you eat a variety of fruits, of veggies, of cheese, and desserts. It's such a great feeling to hold a book in your hand and turn each page until you finish the book. The smell of the book, the weight of the book is so comforting. It's also really cool to watch your progress as you flip and turn each page, getting closer and closer to the end. It's also really neat to flip back if you want to reread a page that you've already completed. Some books, when they're really, really, really good, there's a sadness, a bittersweetness to when it ends. It feels really good because you've completed a book and you spent hours having an adventure in your mind, imagining every word, every description, the world that was created from the book. And when it's good, it's sad because there's a part of you that wants one more chapter. You're not yet ready for the story to end, and yet it ends anyway, and then you go to the next book. Our lives can kind of be like a book, each chapter unfolding, and sometimes it feels like our loved ones are in a completely different book than we are, and in most cases they are. They're in their own book, and they get to be the starring character of their story, while you get to be the star in yours. How cool is that? I find it interesting that the older generations are always taken aback and surprised and find the newer generation's way of seeing the world a little bit crazy, a little bit wild, and hard to understand. And yet, this cycle continues, generation after generation. I love to take the scenic route when it's an option. One of my favorite trips that I ever went on was driving down the 101 from Washington down to California. The road was very windy. Parts of it was filled with the most beautiful trees, and it felt like a fairy tale. and other sections you drive with the most incredible view of the ocean. There are many stops along the way to go and explore, to take in the sights. It's such a wonderful drive, and I hope that you're able to take this drive someday if you also enjoy the scenic route. I found a pet adds so much joy to a life, and it also adds so much more responsibility. Knowing that you have to care for another life, you have to consider what they need, what they want, what'll bring them joy, what brings them pain. And sometimes when life is hard, it's easiest to learn this with a pet, because they know how to practice such unconditional love. And then we can use those lessons and expand them out to the loved ones in our life. Pets also teach us how to set boundaries, how to ask for what we want and tell them no when they do something that we absolutely do not want. And it's really cool, all the lessons we can learn from having a pet. I like to have a calendar and a planner so that I can organize my day, my month, my year. It's fun to see what I've already accomplished and what is next to come. I think calendars are great. Our mind loves what is familiar, and having an amazing night's sleep is very familiar to you. I'm amazed that so many of our beliefs we learn before the age of 5, and then we have to spend so much time as an adult unlearning the beliefs that hold us back and discovering that we can create and learn the beliefs that help us the most, that support us, encourage us, and help us remember who we are and the life that we want, and that it's okay to go for our dreams, even if they're unconventional, even when others disagree. It's really cool how our mind works, and that we can change our mindset to benefit us whenever we decide to. It might take a lot of practice, and that's okay. Practice helps us make progress, and progress is always a wonderful thing. It's okay to choose new beliefs, beliefs that support you, that you feel encouraged and loved by. You can do that, and you can let go of all the beliefs that you don't like. It's pretty cool. Our minds and our relationship with our mind is really neat too. With each year that passes, I realize that abundance really is all around us. We can see the abundance, we can feel the abundance, and sometimes we just know the abundance is there. And then we have to learn to receive it, to open our hearts to it and our minds to it, and that's really cool. I was also thinking about how much I love warm, soft towels. They feel so nice. Journaling is something I used to do almost every single day. And then when I looked back at my journals, I thought, I don't want to spend any more time writing about the bad parts of my day. When I journal now, I'm going to focus on the good things, acknowledge the feelings I felt that day, move through them, and then highlight the best parts of my day. So I replay those more in my mind than any of the moments that brought pain. This changed the way I journal, and I'm glad I did. When I was a little girl, I thought I would grow up to be a veterinarian. And as I grew, I realized that job would be incredibly heartbreaking. So anyone who ever listens to this, who works with animals and helps them heal, or helps them do whatever else, I think you're amazing. New experiences are so wonderful to have in our life. They teach us so much, what we like and what we dislike. They help us create really cool memories, and sometimes memories where we just learn lessons from. New experiences are things I want to always have. I don't like it when I go for a walk and my sock falls down under my heel, under my feet. So when this happens, I throw away those socks. I'm a huge fan of drinking tea and eating ramen. Yummy. I love it when I'm cozy in bed, falling asleep, and my blankets feel just right, and my head is cradled on the pillow in the most comfortable position. When you feel so good, it's so hard to get out of bed because this level of comfort feels priceless, and you just need to soak in one more moment of this extreme, comfortably amazing position. I hope you are so comfortable right now as you fall to sleep. Hopefully you're already asleep and you're able to stay asleep for the rest of the night, waking up refreshed, energized, full of love and wonder about the world around you and your own life. I appreciate you so much for being here, and I'm wishing you sweet dreams, dreams that delight you, and rest that recharges you. So good night, sweet dreams. I'm sending you endless love until next time.